jobs who had to resign their jobs because their jobs demanded that they should tell lies every day, forge papers every day, present false reports. Their purpose in life is not just to make money. The Bible says, knowing that these things will soon be destroyed, what manner of persons ought you to be? Make all the money, build all the houses, get the best cars. This world, hey, indeed. Why? Because, he said, as long as I'm in this world, I am the light of the world. He said that of himself. But before he left, he said, you are the salt of the earth. Are you salt indeed? If there's salt, if all those who claim to be Christians in Nigeria are salt indeed, if they are light indeed, there won't be the degree of decay we find in our nation. Do you know that you don't need so much light to dispel darkness? You don't need so much salt. What I mean is that you may say, oh, we are so few. What can we do? Light will always overcome darkness. Salt prevents decay. In that company, in that business, are you a part of the decay? Or you are keeping it out? You are saying, no, as long as I'm in this place, there will be no decay. Or you are saying, I don't want to lose my job. Oh. You know what Jesus said? Those who try to save their lives, they will lose it. But those who lay down their lives, they will gain it. Esther came to a point. She wouldn't hold her peace. She had to stand for her people, the Jews. She was afraid of her life. She was afraid of her position. But she had a greater purpose. And she said, if I perish, I perish. When people get to that point, they don't perish, because God will stand for them. Nobody that came to that point perished. Remember the 3 Hebrew children. They were asked to bow down. They were living with purpose. They said, we will not bow down. Our God is able to deliver us. But peradventure, this God chooses not to deliver us and we die. We will not bow down. Can you get to that point? You can only get to that point when your purpose for living changes. These people were like generals in Babylon. They had high positions. But that was not the purpose for their existence. They were in Babylon to show forth the praise of our God. They were in Babylon as sons of the living God. They were to make a difference in that society. That was their purpose. And anything that conflicts with that purpose, they were ready to trash. Paul said, I count all things but dung. I have suffered the loss of all things, and I count them but dung that I may win Christ. That is purpose. That is purpose. Every other thing in life is secondary. How come people will stand? They say, if you don't renounce Christ now, we are going to kill you. How come they are able to stand? They are living on purpose. They knew that whether they live 100 years or they live 30 years, they are going to die one day. But there's a place that where they are going to reign for all eternity. And that's the ultimate purpose for their living. People die every day for their faith. But I wonder what will happen if a gunman should enter this church this morning and ask all of us, those who are ready to renounce their faith, come this side. And the gunman says, those who will not renounce Jesus, come this side. We are going to shoot all of you one now. I'm just wondering whether you will be one of those who will stand for him. If you could not stand for him in the face of Naira and Kobo, do you think you will stand for him when you see gun? No. Jesus is worth living for. And he is worth dying for.